Morning, guys. This is the third time I'm recording this. I keep getting interrupted every time. Hopefully, this time I can get this over the line quicker. All right, so let's get right into it. From yesterday, if you came into yesterday's video, you would see. Okay, we're looking for shorts on Euro USD, right? So from this supply level right here, we're interested in shorting Euro USD. So, and why? Okay, here we had liquidity being formed. It came in, grabbed liquidity. So all we just needed was that change of character, right? So now, if we come here, right? Now, what has happened? So now all we needed was that change of character, right? So we swept the highs. We needed that change of character, right? So we came in here, swept the highs, push down, push down, push down. You could have come to the 1 hour. So because on the 4 hour, now if we go to the 4 hour, if we go to the 4 hour, right? So you can see here we have this push down. This was our fractal low. This was our fractal high. Now we broke that fractal structure, but it didn't give us the retracement that we wanted on the 4 hour. So sometimes that's why we go to the 1 hour to look for those entries in case the market is too impulsive. So you could have gotten for on the 1 hour where, okay, it came in here, broke that fractal low. Let me delete this. Let me clear up my chart a little bit so you guys can see better. So it came in here, right? It came in here, right? On the 1 hour, this was our fractal low. It took out that fractal low on the 1 hour, came, retraced into this imbalance, and then started to sell. So we know, okay, liquidity has been grabbed. Now we have fractal structure shift. We have a retracement. So you can start to sell from here, putting your stop above here, or if you want to be more conservative, you could have put your stop above here, right? It would have given you a 1 to 3 to this trend line, right? So that would have been the trade from yesterday, right? Putting it above this imbalance. Beautiful 1 to 3 trade on Euro USD. Okay, now if we move to DXY. So for DXY, you can see we're waiting all week for this demand area to be hit. What happened before that? We built liquidity right here. We took it out. Once we took it out, we came to the demand level. We changed character. Now we're retracing. So on the dollar, it's also still ready for us to start looking for higher prices. So we still are interested in higher prices on the dollar, and which means we're still interested in shorting Euro USD and all the other dollar pairs, right? Okay, so now we came in here. Now we're just retracing, so we can start looking for higher prices, probably to take out this liquidity, this area right here, this area right here. Okay, so if we come to GU, now with GU, remember we took a loss from here earlier this week. After waiting since it was here, we got here, we took a loss. It kept on trickling higher and higher and higher. So now we hit that supply. Now we're in that supply level, and then we came up here to take liquidity. Then respecting this area of supply, we grab this liquidity. What do we want once we grab liquidity? We expect a retracement, right? Now coming into that liquidity, the price action was also beautiful because it started to slow down, right? Bulls started to slow down, telling us, okay, probably momentum wants to shift. Now we had that breakdown showing us, oh, clear shift in momentum. Now we're having that retracement. So wanted to hit the supply level right here, this buy before the sell, and perhaps we can start looking for lower prices after a fractal structure shift. Okay, keep that in mind. For AU, this was the trade for the week, right? If you got in, congratulations. I didn't even get in, which was such a sad day. I had one of the worst trading days I can remember yesterday. I took two losses, one on the GU trade that I just spoke about and one on GBP JPY, which we will get to. So I missed this one. Then I went for the GBP JPY trade, which I was also waiting for. But well, as fate would have it, it didn't work out the way I planned. But that's trading, okay? So here's what AU gave us, okay? Here's what AU gave us yesterday for 122 at least on the 4 hour. Okay, beautiful. So you can see here we came into here into the supply level after grabbing this descending highs, right? We grabbed it and then came into here, grabbed liquidity, which pushed market up. Once we push it up, we came into the supply level, right? Pushed up. Early sellers came in, stopped them out. Once they stopped them out, made its real move. Okay, now if we go to the 1 hour, could have found a better entry on the 1 hour, right? So we came into here, sellers will come in anticipating, okay, we're now going down. No, we pushed up, took them out. Once we took them out, now we broke structure. This area of imbalance became our supply, right? So we came here, consolidated. This area of imbalance became our supply. We could have found an entry upon retracement of this demand of the supply level, and then we use it to just push down, putting our stop above the imbalance. Or if you wanted to be more conservative, putting your stop above this whole supply level. Okay, for those that are aggressive and those that are conservative, that would have been the trade. Beautiful trade overall. Now if we go on to NZD-USD had a similar tail, but didn't just connect with the overall supply, right? So we have this descending highs. It took them out as liquidity, and then change of character, and then push down. Didn't just connect. Now gold. I think gold, we took a loss also this week. Whew. What a tough week this has been. But yeah, I mean, it's part of the journey, right? So gold, we came into this demand level, connected with this demand level, and then when we saw that change of character, which pushed the market up a little bit, but couldn't break this imbalance level right here, and then we just trickled down also, and now we grab liquidity below. So let's see what it wants to do. It's pretty choppy at the moment, so I'll just rather stay out of it. Let's analyze my trade from yesterday, my GBP JPY trade. This hurts because I got taken out from spread. Now if we come to GBP JPY, we know, we can see this, right? This is uptrend, but in the grand scheme of things, we're in a range, right? I saw this, I was like, okay, we're in a range from here to here. We're in a range, we want to get our range to, right? We're in a range, right? So this was the top of the range and this was the bottom of the range. Now from there, we can see we came up above this, and then we grabbed liquidity. What do we look for after liquidity? We look for retracement. Now that was what I was looking for. After liquidity was grabbed, I was looking for that retracement. Once it got grabbed, we pushed down. Now we came right back into it. I anticipated, okay, market will push down, the supply level holding, right? What I could have done better was put my stop loss above this area instead. So me putting my stop loss above this area would have given me a bit more buffer to target this area for a 1, 2, 3, right? That was what I could have done better on this trade, putting my stop loss above this liquidity high right here. Although my stop loss being here, it wasn't bad, but spread took me out, so that was just unfortunate. So once liquidity was grabbed, I anticipated that retracement, and then I saw, okay, bears have stepped in from here on the I anticipated that pullback, right? So bears stepped in, and then on the retracement I wanted lower prices, but it didn't go the way we planned. Okay, so I wish you guys a great weekend. Back test, study, analyze your week, and prepare for the next week, and hopefully we have better trading days next week. Okay, thank you for your time.